What's up YouTube, welcome back. As always, I'm the Afro Overlander, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at two portable stoves for camping, hiking, or backpacking. And so the first option here that you'll have, and very well known brand, is the JetBoil. Very sleek, compact design. This is actually my buddy Jairus's, and I'm going to let him talk about this more in a little bit. And then what I use is the Esbit, and that's what all the extra little accessories are here for, because this does not run on propane. It uses other sources. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, welcome back guys. So first product here is the Esbit Portable Stove. As you can see, it comes in this mesh like carry container case thing. So you've got this one compartment thing here to unzip it. So I just like to roll it down. And then the first option here, or the first item here, is the little pot. And then in here, you actually have another mesh net. Just gonna set this on the side. And then this is the larger pot, which has some measurements on the side of it here, from 200 milligram all the way up to 750 milliliters. So you know how much water you're putting in. It's actually measured on the inside here, so you can see that better. And then this other item here just contains the different lighting sources, and this bigger one is used for just to give you wind, and also it has legs on it, so when you're setting the stove up, you can take this, which I use to burn the alcohol fuel tabs, and I just set that in here. It's got some air pockets on the bottom, which is really nice, so you can let air continue to flow, let your flame not die out on you. And so if you're cooking with this, you've got a few options. Option A, you can use the alcohol tabs, which I'm just gonna grab one of them from in here. There are these little tabs, which you can buy a box of them, and you unbox this, put it in here like that, and light it on fire. And then you can just set that in the cage, so it kind of looks like that. And then you can take your pots, fill it up with water, fill it up with whatever food you're cooking, and just set that on top, so you've got a little bit of a platform to work with. And then if you want a lid, I just use the other pot here as a lid for it. And that can cook and heat and boil things faster. Or if you're making like noodles and you need more space or something bigger, you can flip it over and just use them both ways. And another option you actually get with this for lighting sources, you can actually use denatured alcohol with this component here. So this comes as part of the item with the little Esbit logo. So if you open this up, you can see this like gloss metal construction here, which you pour the denatured alcohol in here, which is what I have here. We'll probably light this up in a little bit. And then I got this bottle here actually, Trangy. I was looking online for fuel carrying bottles, because definitely don't want to be carrying denatured alcohol in this. And so I got this instead, and it has two spouts on the side so you can pour it in. And so it has the other spout here so you can let air out so the liquid can flow. But essentially you put your alcohol in here, and you can just replace this item with this instead and set it in there, and you still have your same configuration options. So yeah, that's the Esbit for you.
What's up guys, I'm Jairus Pope. I'm here with my JetBoil. I've had it for about a year now. It's pretty handy. We use it when we're camping or even when we're snowboarding. We're in a quick parking lot meal. Honestly, since getting this, we use our bigger stove less, but I'm excited to see how it handles up against Daniel's Esbit.
Okay guys, so if you're enjoying this content so far, make sure to like the video, hit the subscribe button, and definitely hit that bell to be notified when new content gets released. You want to use this one. They have different types of this same product here, used for different applications, but for burning stoves and things like that. It actually says it on here, kind of what the use cases of this is. So on the back here for the important notice, it says for use only in alcohol fuel stoves. So it's kind of the right product we have here. I'm gonna leave the link for all these items in the description down below, so you can find it and be able to purchase it for yourself. So with this fuel here, you just want to pop off the front, which I'm gonna use this key to do. Attempt to use this key to do. Woo! There we go. I guess the whole thing came off. But you just take this, put it back on, and then twist the trangia, not let that get wet, and then we just want to pour this in here. Well, there you have it. It's like pretty much right at the edge here, which I think is a safe spot where you want this to be. And you can read on how to dispose of the empty canister of this. I believe there's a specific way you want to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to set this over to the side and then take this trangia cap and put it back on. And so now we've got portable alcohol here, and it's much cleaner. And this is like HDPE, which is like a hard plastic. So if you drop this, you're less likely chance of it cracking or in other things like that. And so first up, we're gonna test out the fuel stove here. So I'm just gonna take the wind, it's a little windy out here. Gonna pour some alcohol into this container. Look at that steady stream. And I think you can actually pour from both sides. So I'm gonna flip this over. So yep, you can pour from both sides. It's pretty full right now. Try not to tip it too much so it doesn't spill out. And then just set it in here. Move these other things to the side. If we want to turn off this stove, this can slide over so it's open and then close to kind of moderate the flame. So I'm going to just put this on top just to kill it because we're not really cooking anything today. And just like that, kill the fuel. So we're going to look at the solid fuel cubes, which are also made by Esbit. And there's about 12 in here, and they're just single fuel cube tabs, which I also have on this side here, as we've shown earlier. One thing I do have to say, these smell really bad, like really bad. So I usually just use a fingernail, poke the edges, or you can find something and just poke the edges and peel it out. And then once you have it out here, they're just little tabs like this, and each tab runs about 8 minutes. So if you're going out for longer periods of time and you want to go ahead and just kind of calculate, I usually just carry 4 on a daily basis. I'm sure if I'm going on a longer trip, I would probably just carry a bigger pack like this, which would have 12 tabs in it. Let me just take it out of this thing, get a better approach angle. All right, I believe it's burning. Yep, yeah, so we've got a flame going now. I'm just gonna move it more towards the center. And so that's the second option here, is just to use each of these tabs, and once they're lit, kind of hard to see the flame, but once it's lit, you just let the tab run. Probably once it starts getting close to running out and you still have stuff to cook, highly recommend just taking another one, putting it in there and letting it cook. And you can actually put 2 tabs in this little case, little base plate here. And another reason I actually got this little compartment was because you can use it as a way to cook stuff. So if I'm going hiking, I like to bring the smaller stove, the smaller pot, just this one here. And then with this here, you take out all of the 4 tabs and you can open it up like this, and then you can take 1 tab, and you can see I've actually used it already, but you put the tab in here in the middle, let it burn. And so I can just put that tab in the middle, let it burn. It does have holes on the bottom to let air flow, and holes on the sides as well to let the air flow so the fuel can burn. And then you can just take your little pot, set it on top, and you're good to go. So this is very customizable. You can take what you need, or you can take the whole thing with you, and it folds out pretty small and flush as well. Another option you have for a lighting source with the Esbit stove is actually the use of sticks. So if you're out camping or hiking, there's gonna be little twigs and sticks that you can find just laying on the ground, or you can just find them, chop them up into tiny small pieces like I've done here, and let's take a look at just lighting these up. So the links for all of the content shown in this video can be found in the description down below, and definitely check them out to find whatever product you may be interested in. And also, I'll see you guys in the comment section for any questions or info you might want to know. As always, I'll see you guys next time. How's Colorado?
All right.
Yeah? Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Staying alive, staying alive.